Do you want to know how to impress your crush and win their heart? It's easy, really. You just need to catch their eye and know how to stand out. If you want to know how to impress your crush, it's really a no-brainer. As cliche as this sounds, all you need is to stay true to yourself. You might be nervous or shy, but don't just keep pining over them forever. Instead, do something that catches their attention. For starters, you shouldn't try too hard or appear too smitten or clingy. Keep that in mind, and with a little effort, you'd see that there are lots of ways you can impress your crush naturally without trying too hard. No matter what method you take to impress your crush, stay true to yourself. If it works out and you start dating, you want your crush to know the real you, not a figment of your imagination. It's going to be hard to force a relationship with them if, from the start, you pretended to be someone you weren't. Authenticity and honesty are the keys to knowing how to impress your crush. As long as you remain true to who you really are, you'll find that it's easier to get someone to like you. After all, faking it is hard work, and it's even harder to keep up with the act. Why should you learn how to impress your crush? Really, who wouldn't want to impress that one person they have eyes for? We're sure anyone would jump at the idea of impressing their crush and turning things in their favor. Impressing your crush is something you're going to have to learn if you really want to land a date with this incredible person you admire and increase your chances of dating them. A bonus is that when you develop your skills of making your crush notice you better, you also increase your confidence and self-esteem. This can do wonders for your dating life and can help you with your confidence all through the rest of your life as well. The main problem, or more likely where most people go wrong while trying to impress a crush, is that they start to think with their heart instead of their head. If you want to impress someone you like, you can't pounce on them or suffocate them with your affection. You need to take it easy, play it cool, and try to be as laid back as you possibly can hard. We know. If they feel like you're literally throwing yourself at them, they're just not going to find you interesting or even likable. Even with your newfound confidence, you may still be lost looking for a way into your crush's atmosphere. If you've tried everything and can't seem to find the answers on how to impress your crush, keep watching to learn what you need to do. Firstly, have you spoken to your crush yet? Do they know you exist? If you haven't talked yet, see these steps on how to approach your crush. Get noticed and impress them all at once before you move on. And secondly, if you just started talking to your crush or have been introduced, use this complete guide on how to start talking to your crush and all the secrets you must know to make them fall for you. Once you've mastered the first 2 steps and the features we've shared above, you're ready for the next stage to impress your crush. Remember these tips the next time you have a conversation with them, and you'll see just how easy it can be to impress and woo your crush. 1. Show off. Yes, no one likes a show off, but impressing your crush with your mad skills will surely curb their interest. You don't need to be particularly arrogant, but you can use your strengths and best assets to your advantage. Maybe you have some talents and skills you can use to get them to notice you, or have a flair for the art. You can use that to impress your crush, and you never know. That could lead from one thing to another. 2. Make them laugh. Whether you're the jokester of your friend group or not, being funny is a key way to impress your crush. Use your personal kind of humor, whether that's sarcasm, pickup lines, one-liners, or telling them an actual joke that would make them laugh. You know what they say, right? If you make them laugh, you might just get them to fall for you. Not only will this put a smile on your crush's face, but it will show your ability to laugh at yourself and have a good time. 3. Talk about your passion. People's eyes always sparkle and shine when talking about the things they love. Hearing someone rave about their family, show you pictures of their pet, or even talk about their job or goals in life is so impressive. Don't shy away from talking about any of these, even if you think they won't understand it. Gushing about your passions is just one of the many ways on how to impress your crush. And if your crush is worth the time, they will see how strongly you feel about the important things in your life. 4. Ask for their advice. Looking for a new book to read? Need help with homework or a work project? You can even ask for their help with a home improvement project. They'll definitely notice you with this move, and don't worry, it doesn't make you look weak asking for help. Asking for your crush's help will not only make them feel needed, but also important and trusted. The fact that you are confiding in them for help means you see them as a good person. 5. Show you're open. In today's day and age, There is nothing more attractive than someone who is open and tolerant, and there is no bigger turn off than someone close-minded. If you want to know how to impress your crush, then the best way is to show your openness. Have a discussion about feminism, the pay gap, or any current topics that you are passionate about. You can bring up Pride Month or mention your support of refugees in America. 6. Be polite. Obviously, you're going to be nice to your crush, but showing that you're actually a kind person to everyone around you is sure to impress. It's such a big turn off when someone's just nice to you but rude to others, which is why showing your nice side will impress your crush. Obviously, don't be fake about it, but show that you genuinely care for others. Be mindful of those around you, tip well, be respectful to service employees, and your crush will see what a great person you are in no time. 7. Listen. If you're wondering how to impress your crush, then empathy goes a long way. Put your listening skills to the test and just listen to them when they're saying something. This also means not interrupting their sentences and not listening just to think of your response. That's just plain selfish, and they'll be able to tell. Ask insightful questions that prove you are listening and repeat things later. If your crush mentioned they have a little brother whose birthday is coming up, ask them, "So what are you getting Tommy for his birthday?" This will go a long way in impressing your crush, we promise. 8. Ask questions. Questions are one of the most engaging things in a conversation that you can also use on your crush. Whether you're at a party or on a date, ask questions about them. This shifts the topic of the conversation from you to them. Rather than talking all about yourself, which can come off selfish, questions allow a mutual exchange of conversation. Don't make the questions too deep and serious, but you want to keep it casual, light, and fun unless they're into serious questions. Of course. 9. Try something new. Showing your crush you're willing to make a fool of yourself or try something you've never done before is impressive. That does not mean going bungee jumping or skydiving unless that's your thing. Be willing to expand your horizons and do something out of your comfort zone. Maybe it's going cliff diving, rock climbing, or even conquering your fear of heights by riding that roller coaster. This is indeed one of the best ways to impress your crush. Having someone take a risk to spend time with you is seriously impressive. 10. Be spontaneous. In a way, this is kind of connected to the previous tip, except this talks about spontaneity. If you're the type who plans every detail of your life, this might be a tough one for you. Some people love a good plan, but others like to live life on the edge. So next time you're with your crush, steal them away and take them to a secret underground bar you know about. Go on an adventure with them and don't plan a single thing. Make it spontaneous. After all, the best adventures are those you never see coming. 11. Show your secret talent. Your crush probably knows if you're an all-star volleyball player, but sharing your secret talent can be more impressive than you think. Maybe you have a talent for dancing they don't know about. In this case, feel free to amuse them on Dance Dance Revolution. Don't be shy. These simple quirks and hidden talents are some of the best ways on how to impress your crush. You never know, they might even share their secret talent with you. 12. Put in the effort. Your crush has to know you like them. You can't keep it a complete secret. But of course, the best way to let them wonder is by being friendly, but crossing the boundary of friendship now and then, very subtly. Compliment your crush sometimes. Touch them occasionally while saying something. It's all in the little details. If you can make your crush wonder if you like them, instead of making it blatantly obvious, you'd be doing a really good job at piquing their interest and getting them to like you all at once. 13. Stay positive. Don't get down on yourself if your crush has yet to show signs that they are reciprocating your feelings. You can still impress your crush. There's always a light at the end of every tunnel. Not to mention, this kind of negativity really isn't a positive trait in impressing your crush. If anything, it pushes them away from you. We all have off days, but showing your crush that you have a positive outlook will impress them. 14. Show interest. You impress your crush by showing your amazing self, but don't forget to show your interest in them. This should be pretty obvious, but a lot of people actually forget this part. It's easy to focus on the impressing part without actually showing the slightest bit of interest in them. This is why it's easy to keep talking about ourselves. Ask them about their hobbies and their likes and dislikes. Be truly interested in them and don't be afraid to show it. 15. Give space. Don't overcrowd your crush. Don't double text or suffocate them figuratively. We're not saying you should play hard to get, but showing that you're an independent person that doesn't crave attention is impressive. Even if you like them, be your own person and don't push yourself to them to the point that it's suffocating. If you really want to know how to impress your crush, take your time to impress your crush. 16. Small surprises can make their day. If you're wondering how to impress your crush, text them in the middle of the day to bring them their favorite Starbucks at work. Or next time you hang out, bring some donuts from the place they said they have been dying to try. These are small acts of affection, but it's bound to surprise them and bring a smile to their face. This all goes back to our earlier suggestion about empathy, that you listened enough to know what they like and don't like. It is a pretty great feeling when someone goes the extra mile for you, don't you think? 17. Show your quirky side. When you're crushing on someone, your first reflex might be to hide your most quirky parts. But you should also know your quirks with the right person are something they'll appreciate and love about you. In fact, your crush might even find them cute, so stop hiding them. We are our worst critics, so it's easy to hate our flaws, but expressing them instead of hiding them is one of the best ways to stand out and impress your crush. 18. Open up. Show that you are willing to be vulnerable. That doesn't mean cry on your crush's shoulder, but don't hold back either. Did you deal with bullying in school? Are your parents divorced? These might be intense, but deep conversations are the best way to connect with someone and get them to trust you. Of course, don't go into a deep conversation if you just started talking with them. But if you know each other quite well, it's a great place to start. 19. Pay attention. Just as they may be impressed or intrigued by your little quirks, notice theirs. Do they twirl their hair when they blush? Do they bite their lip when deep in thought? Paying attention to their quirks would make them feel understood and noticed. And what better way to impress your crush than by really noticing them and getting to know them better? This lets you know them better and gives you more opportunities to prove that you like them beyond the surface. 20. Be authentic. There's no way you can successfully impress your crush by being someone you're not. They'll see right through you, and even if you manage to pull that off, you'll eventually get tired of pretending, and they'll see your true colors. It's better to show who you are from the start rather than wasting all your energy pretending to be someone else. If they're the right person, they'll love you for who you are. 21. Act and dress presentable. Having an impact on your crush is both a mix of your physique and behavior. If you want to know how to impress your crush, then you need to act and dress presentable. This doesn't mean you should be prim and proper all the time, but act put together and collected at least. Don't be afraid to wear your best clothes and feel your most confident self when you're around your crush. 22. Laugh at their jokes. It isn't just you that needs to make the laughing, but you need to acknowledge their jokes as well. Okay, maybe don't force a laugh with all of their jokes, but at least try to give a genuine laugh. All the better if their joke was actually funny. This gives them an assurance that you have a shared sense of humor and find the same things funny as them. 23. Flirt a little. How else will you subtly let them know that you like them if you don't flirt with them? Flirting is one of the best tips on how to impress your crush. Maybe it's through a cheesy pickup line, or maybe give them a simple flirty compliment. Just drop these little flirty lines to let them know that you're into them, and let's hope they feel the same by now as well. 24. Spend quality time with them. The best way to develop a real connection is by getting to know them. How else can you know them if you aren't going to spend time with them? Don't hesitate to spend time with them to build a real connection with them. Maybe grab coffee with them or go with them to run errands. Any form of together time is still quality time. 25. Be bold. Last, but certainly not least, is to simply tell your crush how you feel. It's scary, but that's what makes it so effective. Even if you're scared of the potential rejection, what matters is that you were brave enough to try. Taking the risk of being rejected is bold and confident and proves what you're willing to do, what it takes to get the chance at possibly being with this person. There's always something to be said about people who are brave enough to wear their hearts on their sleeves, even with the possibility of getting hurt. So, how to impress your crush? If you really want to impress your crush, then just be yourself. It all comes down to something as simple as being authentic and honest with who you are. And of course, subtly letting them know you like them without ever telling them directly, at least not until you've made a great impression on them. Now you never have to worry about how to impress your crush again. As long as you follow these tips, your crush is guaranteed to notice you and like you back in no time.